Hey guys, welcome to a blind Let's Play of Metroid Zero Mission, a game I probably should have grown up with, but didn't. I played a lot of Metroid Fusion, and Metroid Prime, I guess, and Super Metroid, obviously, but this game, I never owned it. It passed me by, I guess, but I know people hype it up, so I'm excited to see what it has to offer. I'm gonna play on normal. I know you can unlock hard, but I think you gotta beat the game first. Planet Zebes. I called this place home once in peaceful times, long before the evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero Mission. Samus Aran, or however you say her name. Yeah! I don't know anything about this game, really, except I know Morph Ball is here, and I know it's a remake of the NES plus some little goodies mixed in and a little bonus after you beat the game. I also have the sound setting set to headphone instead of the GBA sound, because when I recorded Metroid Fusion way back, actually that was like a year ago, right? I don't know. But I left that on the GBA sound, and whenever I went to edit the parts, I found the sound really obtrusive and hard to get the commentary balanced alongside with it. So I think it's best to play with the headphone setting. We shall see. But yeah, this is totally blind. But I did practice a little bit just to get a feel for the controls. I like this, that they give you a heading and tell you where you gotta go, because all these vertical shafts of this original Metroid map, it makes it very hard when you're used to a mapping system. But my story with the NES Metroid is it's the very first video game I ever saw. I used to watch my dad play it over and over and over again. I was like 3 or 4 years old, probably. And yeah, it scared me. That game was spooky, man. Wall jumping, okay. Wait, I need bombs. Yeah, actually on this note, I'm gonna be sniffing around for stuff, because I know the NES Metroid map is... they put stuff everywhere, and obviously this being a remake of sorts, it's very much the same, maybe a little bit friendlier. So do not expect me to fly through this, get 100% items, and the best ending like I did with Metroid Fusion. And definitely anytime I play Super Metroid. This is blind, I don't know what I'm doing really, I just have a vague idea of some things. So this is my first time through this game, and we shall see the long beam. Is this the door that it's in the NES? I would assume so, but... anything? No. But see, I kind of like this, though. I remember watching my dad, and he would be bombing every little pixel on that screen and finding all the little nooks and crannies. And I guess now it's my turn to do that and experience the original Metroid story. Quote-unquote. Remade it slightly. If my dad could see me now. Nah, actually that's one of my favorite things. Whenever I started to get good at video games, and I would be playing them on my own, I just remember my dad, every now and then he would walk in and, hey, this is Torian. I know this room, except it's blue in the original game. So we gotta beat Kraid and Ridley, that much I know. There's no Phantoon or Dragon. Not this time. What the heck? Get out of here. Yeah, wall jumping is nice. It seems to be friendlier than Metroid Fusion, because Metroid Fusion forces you to the other wall. But here you can scale the same wall like Super Metroid, which is very much appreciated. Well, that doesn't help much. We gotta find mapping data. But yeah, my dad would walk by the TV or whatever and see that I was doing something that used to be very hard for me to do in a game. And I just remember he'd say something like, "You're doing it, yep, look at you go." Or something like that. I don't know. That's just a young memory of mine, I guess. I wish I could sit back and watch my dad play the original Metroid. Like, if my dad could make a Let's Play of that game, I would watch the crap out of it, even though he'd probably not know what to do anymore, but... wait a minute. No? Maybe I need bombs. I know some of those weird little tunnel ways, they hide all kinds of crap, at least in the NES game, so I would imagine here, too. A save room. Wait, Metroid Fusion, though. No? Metroid Fusion's good about hiding stuff even in the save rooms. Yeah, this will be interesting to experience for the first time, bombing every little thing, finding the nooks and crannies. I will say, about a week ago, I did watch a 100% walkthrough of this game, but I don't remember much of anything. The only thing I took home from that, yeah, first missile tank. That's our primary weapon in this game, I know that much. And I believe, if this is like the NES game, we can't progress further ahead. I think we gotta grab that and come back. I could be wrong, I don't know. I do know I think there is a boss up ahead, a little mini boss. I do remember that from the little walkthrough I watched, but I don't remember all the finer details. Jeez, so loud. Well, it couldn't be clearer what you have to do. It's just, well, now how do I get missiles? Oh, I see. Alright, I got the rhythm down, I think. Well, just stand out of the way. And we're done. Charge beam, just like that? That's a welcome addition that wasn't in the original game. Ducking, too. See, that's why I'm playing this instead of the NES Metroid. Well, first of all, I know people would be more interested in watching this than an NES game. I know a lot of people grew up with this, and people praise it left and right, like I said. I think, from what I gather from things I've seen online and stuff, it seems like a lot of people like this game over Metroid Fusion. But anytime I've tried to get into this game, it's been a little bit tricky. We could save, why not? But Metroid Fusion, I think it's because I kind of grew up with it. So I remember playing that and Metroid Prime, because they both came out about the same time. And I remember linking them and getting the little Metroid Fusion bonuses for Metroid Prime. But this game I didn't have. If I did, it might be a very similar story to how I feel about Metroid Fusion, which, did I say that's my second favorite Metroid behind Super Metroid? I think I said that, but if I didn't, I'm saying it again. Okay, we seem to be on the right track. Yeah, this room. I know there's something hidden in here. I mean, you could tell, look at the floor. But on the NES game, it's even more... Yes, wait. Can I do this now, though? Missiles. That's a bomb block. Need bombs. Okay. But yeah, these bricks, I have a feeling these are friendlier than the original game. Because I just remember screens and screens of just this vertical climb on the NES. And if you fell, it was like, good luck getting back up. These things are really annoying, wow. Yeah, I don't typically do blind Let's Plays, so we'll see how it goes. But if you could be patient with me, I guess that's the only way it would be bearable. But I feel like I know how to play Metroid. If you've seen anything Super Metroid I've done, I know that game like the back of my hand. And my Metroid Fusion Let's Play was 100%. Took a little bit of practice with that one, though. So I get it, I know what to expect. And I'm familiar with the pacing and stuff of the original game. Some missile expansion, that's good. But yeah, I'm very curious to experience this game and try to figure out how I feel about it, because like I said, watching other people's videos, especially without commentary and stuff, I find it hard to get into. There's just something about the original Metroid map that's very confusing, and obviously this game makes it a little bit easier to understand due to the mapping and the better textures. That's a good thing. So I feel like if anybody's trying to get into the original Metroid, that's also really good. This is the way to do it. And I feel like in terms of 2D Metroid, this was a lot of people's gateway into the series. I would argue the majority of people who are into gaming things on YouTube and on the internet in general are of the camp that grew up primarily with Metroid Prime, the entire trilogy. and this game and Fusion. I don't think there's too many of us that grew up with Super Metroid and even the NES Metroid. But I'm definitely a child of Super Metroid primarily, so... And a little bit of Metroid Fusion and Metroid Prime 1, and that's pretty much it. Norfair, huh? But yeah, like I said, I did play Metroid Fusion a whole bunch, so if I just had this game back then, it might be... I might enjoy it just as much as everybody else does. And that's what I'm most excited about, like I said. I just want to finally give this game the chance that it deserves, I guess. And see how I can rank it among 2D Metroids, because that's another thing. I'm sure you've heard me across many of my Metroid videos that I prefer 2D over 3D with this franchise. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit tricky, but it's just like Fusion. You only have the L button. Bombs! There we go. Now it's time to really sniff around for secrets. Okay, well, I mean, the bottom path is obvious, but you never know. That's the thing I don't really know, is how obvious do they make it? I would say it's probably a little bit friendlier, like I said, than the original game. But I do remember that one of the take-home things... I don't remember if I said this, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But one of the take-home things from that walkthrough video I did watch was just how obscure some of the pickups were, especially the Shine Spark maneuvers. Because Fusion had some of it, but this game takes it up a notch. What are these things? Get out of here! Oh, I see, I had to kill them all anyway. Save room? Why not? We just got bombs, might as well. And... nope. Always gotta check, though. Because I know there is a save room very early on in Fusion that has a bomb block like that. I think it's early on, maybe it's not. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how I feel at the end of this. If I will like it better than Fusion, but I have a feeling I won't. It might be a nice third place. Also, you can't wall jump off the sides of things? Like the smallest little edge like Super Metroid? I mean, that would make sense. I know high jump was a huge thing in the original game, so... the fact that you can wall jump at all already... just trying to find my way. See, like, I'm gonna be referring back to that map a lot because, as I've said, these long rooms that all look very similar, I just never really learned them, I guess. Even from watching my dad and stuff, I can picture it in my head. I remember the farming for energy and the little hatchery things. Yeah, okay. I know that is a lot less obvious in the original game. Bombing down here. Isn't there also lava that just disappears randomly? Or do you actually need Various Suit in the original game? I don't know where I'm going, but it seems like it might be an item room. Yes? Well, it's a Chozo dude. Hang on, before we talk to him or whatever. Ah, whatever. He's gonna give us our heading, whatever. Norfair already. That's right, you do go to that game, or this place early in the original game. This game does have some of my favorite Metroid music, though. Kraid's Lair. I like it on the NES, but I also like this game's version a lot, too. I think it's one of Metroid's best songs, actually. But that's a tall order, I guess? I don't know. It's there with good company. There's a lot of good songs in this franchise. Super Metroid, obviously, with like Brinstar and Lower Norfair. And the Surface of Talon 4. In Prime. Metroid Prime has a lot of good songs, too. Speaking of Metroid music, you should check out Metroid Cinematica by Sam Dillard, also known as Samo Studios. I can't promote that guy enough, man. He's got a Zelda CD, Chrono Trigger. Aha! Yes. Oh yeah, we were down here. But now I can get this thing. Gotta be quick. I can get it, right? I don't need, like, jump ball or something. There we go. Feels good, man. I just like the movement of Metroid games. This one's a little bit weird compared to Super Metroid, but it's just a matter of getting used to it. Fusion was the same way. Limited buttons and all that. I actually did have the original Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. It very rarely worked, but I did mess around with it for a little bit, but I never really got anywhere. I don't even know if I killed the first Metroid. If I did, I don't remember. That's one I would like to play. If there was any way, I just hope that sometime soon... Where the heck am I going? Norfair is down there. What if I go up, though? We don't have to listen to the map. Although maybe we do. But I feel like wall jumps. Metroid's all about sequence breaking, and I want to mess with that stuff if I can. Come on now. Why can't you grab ledges like in Fusion? Because it's the original Metroid, that's why. You couldn't in there either. Crap. Wait, no, you can go higher than that. Yes. What is in this door? That goes way down somewhere. Might as well check up. There's only a little notch unchecked on this part. What the heck? Oh, hang on. This looks like an ice beam section, but where you need ice beam, wall jumps can also do the trick. If it's anything like Super Metroid, that is. Wait, we gotta wait. Excuse me, Mr. Car. Crap. Alright, you know what? I'll just stick to this wall. Yeah! Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Just got a really quick morph at the top. No. Actually, it might not be possible. Yeah, I don't think it is. We'll just go forward. Why not? Let's not get too excited this early messing around with stuff. I do remember this room, though. That green, man. The Metroid series has some great bricks. The glowing ones of Super Metroid, the little fiery Norfair ones. These very memorable green bricks. And the bubbles, man, the bubbles of Norfair. I think I was on the right track, staying in the top two, but then those bombable things made me curious. You see, that's the problem with these blind Let's Plays. Every little distraction. It's not really a big deal. I gotta get over it, but then at the same time I feel like it still does matter because somebody watching will find it a big deal. I like to be at least decent at games that I play, but see, that's the problem. I'm slowly running out of games that I grew up with, and once I cover all of them, every single game that I cover, if I continue... This is the room, by the way. I see that lava down there. Don't act like I don't know you're fake. I say. But yeah, pretty soon, I'm gonna run out of games that I know, and it's gonna be all games that I haven't played, so they're all gonna be blind unless I practice beforehand. But then that takes time. Missiles are always good. That's the thing. In my mind, when you say Metroid on the NES, the snapshot that appears in my brain. Hey, there's something down there. Well, it's a room like this with a missile and a dead end and bricks. Wait, I can get in there? Like a bomb jump? How does bomb jumping work in this? Oh wow, it's actually really easy. Just mash the crap out of the button and it's more than likely gonna work. I like that. Gotta get to that from some other side. Yeah, like I said, that's what I primarily remember from the original game. You could go down a whole hallway for like half an hour. See a missile, but it's behind a wall that has no possible way to destroy it, and then you gotta just figure out another way to that missile. This room, I know there's something up with it, but I have a feeling I'm not supposed to be here. We gotta go to Norfair, find the closest save room and call it quits, I think. Call it a first episode. But I wanted to see, man. Where are we exactly? Oh yeah, that's right, I went up, even though it told me to go down. But yeah, I'm trying to squeeze this in and hopefully finish it. Hopefully it's as short as Metroid Fusion, relatively. Wait a minute, back in the beginning there was that thing I wanted to bomb. And there's this room. The map's not showing anything hidden, but it doesn't always, that's the thing. But yeah, I got like a week now until I go to England. And I want this series to be going up while I'm there. So there might actually not be much of a break between my videos, because this is going to be going up while I'm away. Hopefully, if I can get it done. I see missiles. No, we need a ton of them in this one, because the bosses are kind of beefed up. Missiles are your main thing, whereas in Super Metroid, you got a lot of supers. Speaking of... Oh yeah! That's one thing from that 100% walkthrough that I did watch. I do remember this, because there was a point in that video where I was like, what the heck? How are you supposed to figure that out? You got a Shine Spark as a Morph Ball, which I don't even think any other game besides this one lets you do that. Maybe Samus Returns, I don't know. I don't even know where you do that from, but I remember I was like dozing in and out watching that video. But Metroid Fusion has some crazy Shine Spark puzzles for 100% pickups, and I think this game takes it even further, and that's a fine example right there with those super missiles. Almost said Super Metroid. I mean, it's definitely very cool. I love Shine Sparking. But, where am I going? There's nothing else over here, so to Norfair. Yeah, I just know there's no way, even if I really go out of my way searching, I don't even think I could do this game 100%. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Of course I'm not. See, this is what I mean. This map confuses the crap out of me for some reason. I'll get it, though. It's one of those things, if I play this game maybe like 2 or 3 times, then I'll know it like the back of my hand. That's right. Now we go forward to Norfair. Okay. This is the hall that leads to Norfair. Let it sink in. It looks like there's something maybe down there. I don't know how deep it goes, though. Oh, no, it doesn't go anywhere. There still might be something, though. We got an elevator. To Norfair, of course, but... Nope. Alright, we gotta find a save room and call it quits. Oh, geez, yeah, this is what's so creepy. The mother brain is watching you the whole time. Could you imagine that? Just think for a second. I mean, I guess we are watched every day. It's freaking creepy, man. And then back to the mellow music, though. See, that's the thing. The game makes you crap your pants, and then it lulls you into some kind of peace. That's the Metroid mantra. The save room is over there. So, yeah. That'll be it for the first episode. We'll explore Norfair next time. Hopefully it's interesting and I don't play too sloppily, and thanks for watching.